Yo everyone, and welcome back to another video. I'm super excited to have all of you guys here. And now this is actually one of my favorite trainings. One of the trainings I think it's more important than most people believe. And once again, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support and love I receive from everyone that been watching these trainings, for everyone that been studying these trainings, for everyone that been going through the materials I've been adding to these trainings, and everyone been going out there and applying the knowledge. So I first of all also want to say I'm super proud of everyone that applying the knowledge and are really studying and working hard for their goals and dreams, because applying the knowledge is more important than even studying. Of course, you need to study, you need to learn, you need to master the basics, but without you going out there and applying it and really working hard to achieve your own goals and your own dreams, because remember, like this information can change your life. And why do I say this? Because it have changed my life. I know what change happened in my life with the day I started to really study network marketing, the day I made the decision. Now I'm gonna study the people that have the results that I have, that I want. So I studied what is network marketing, the basics, the skill sets. So I've been here now over 5 years of time, been full time for 4.5 years in this industry, and yes, super grateful that I can be able to share the knowledge and experience I've been learning so far throughout the journey, and super grateful I've been able to serve for some of you guys to be able to help you on your journey. So let's get right into it and jump into training. So getting new members started the right way, because I know it sounds like a simple thing, but I think it's actually one of the most important topics. So why does this matter? Why does this onboarding matters? Why is it so important? First of all, the first 72 hours shape the new member's entire journey. It's actually more important than people can even imagine, because the tone you set the first 1, 2, 3 days will literally set the tone for the entire career in this industry. Like, that's how important it is. So I know some people just get someone started and like, yeah, do this, and then don't really care about it. But you really need a clearly structured onboarding, because it leads to higher intention, more duplication, and more rapid growth in your organization. So it's super important. And like also, it helps your business partners get better results. And when they get better results, they are more happy, they're more excited, and they want to go out and build a business. So that's why it's so important for you. It will help you to retain, like, literally 90% of your organization. Your retention could improve by just you having a better onboarding, and make sure you treat the onboarding more serious. So what mindset should you have when you onboard people? So your goal is to immediate confidence and clarity for your new members. You need to give them confidence and clarity, because people that don't know what steps to take, people don't know what direction to go, they will be like a chicken without a head and just run around in a circle and have no idea what to do. So remember, people join people. So they join you because they trust you to take care of them. They trust you to lead them in the right direction. So the minimum thing you can do is at least to give them the right tools so they can go out there and receive some incredible results. So what mindset should you have? You're equipping them for quick wins and not overwhelming them. Because I know a lot of people are trying to have this entire faster series, for example, the first day for someone, and that will be overwhelming. That will be too much. You want to keep it stupid simple for the people, so they still think it's manageable for them, so they can still get it into their lives. So it's not like, oh, so much things happening, and then they rather don't do anything. So that's also super important. So, yeah, a lot of people just need that simple step-by-step guidance in the beginning to get quick results. And that will, like, imagine for you, I don't know what start you had, but imagine if you had a better onboarding, more structure in it, and received results faster. I think your entire career could have grown even faster and even better from just that small change. So, and a clear onboarding process, let's get right into it. So first of all, the welcome call, it's when they get started, and here you, yeah, clearly welcome them and talk about how you're excited to work with them. And let's go through a clear plan together with them to get their results as quick as possible. So, what's important now? It's important to get to know what type of people are you working with, because I know a lot of people do the same thing with everyone, but that's not possible. If someone working 16 hours a day, they will not be able to do the same thing as someone that's the last year in school and are just in school 4 or 5 hours a day, and then they can do whatever they want, you know? So everyone is different. We need to um, change our onboarding. We need to change the start, and we need to manage it in the right way for the people we working with. So you need to identify their why and their goals. So why did you get started? That's a super important question they need to know. And it will also help you get to know them better. It will help you help them through their ups and their downs, because as you know, this journey, it will come with both good and bad days. And if you don't know their why and their goals, the chance of they quitting on a bad day is pretty big. But you are there as an accountability partner. Now when you know they have bigger goals, you know the reason it got started, you can always remind them of that reason. You can always remind them of the things you've been talking about. So what's your first month income goal? Both business and trading, for example. I would, with trading, be more careful with setting specific income goals, because we never know the market. But what we know is the work we put in on the business. The business is more predictable, and the trading is more long-term growth, because they need to understand the basics, they need to understand the strategy, they need to follow a plan, they need to be disciplined, you know. Of course, all of these things you need in the business also, but the business is more easy to really track, because you know if you do this, you will receive this. It's more easy to really track money-wise, but always important to see what type of direction they have. And here it's your job to make sure it's something realistic. Also, if someone say they want to make $1 million the first month, of course that's not realistic. So that's your job to go out there and tell them, so they are having the right expectations, because you can't tell them they will make $10,000 for trading their first month and then they don't do it. They end up being not happy with the service, they believe you lied for them, and they will quit. So you need to set the right expectations, rather under promise and over deliver than over promise and under deliver. This is super, super important. And then, yeah, how much time can you commit daily? Something that you need to ask them also, because it's different what you can achieve if you have 8 hours a day to put in on business, or if you just have 30 minutes a day, you know, it's a huge difference. So yeah, clearly demonstrate examples and goals and help them to have a clear plan. And also for you, write everything down. Make sure that you know the people you're working with. This is super, super, super important, and I can't push it enough. It's your job to know these things for the people, so you can help them achieve it, because they joined you for a reason. So you're gonna guide them in this direction and do as much as you can to help them achieve this. Of course, you can't work for them, but you're gonna make the journey as easy as possible for them. So, simple action plan that you now need to adapt to the goals and the why they have. So, for example, of a checklist that you can provide for them, let's say they want to hit the 1K the first month and they want to become funded, or they want to pass phase 1 or whatever it is. So now what can they do? They can post curiosity posts on their social media. They can post testimonials. They can do things that bring in attraction, and then invite at least 5 people a day. And what do I mean with invite 5 people a day? I think in net marketing, one of the most important tasks that you can do is to invite. It's so simple when you are new, because you don't have any pressure. And here's super important. I know a lot of people, they talk about, yeah, I found an opportunity and I will show you the opportunity. But that's not what you as a new person should do. And that's not what you as an upline should teach a new person. What you should teach when it comes to inviting is leveraging. So a new person should set themselves at the side as a prospect. I found this guy Emil that have been doing this for the last 5 years. He have achieved this and this and this. Or I found this guy Philip, Sebastian, David, Michael, Simon, Joey, Matthew, whoever it is, have achieved this and this and this. And we can learn from him together. What happens now when you set yourself at the side of this prospect? They will not ask you, yeah, but what results do you have? because they understand you are still new. It doesn't make sense that you should already have all these results because you just got started. But you can introduce them to someone that have the results, and you guys can learn together. This means now you can start today in this business, and you can start to build this business today without feeling the pressure of having everything on your shoulders. Because I know a lot of people, they put all the pressure on their own shoulders. They put all the pressure that they need to have all these results, and then the day you don't have that results, you getting insecure, you don't take any action, and you don't work hard for your goals and dreams. And that's why marketing is so fantastic, because you don't need the one that have the results. You can always leverage other people, and if you put it in the right perspective for them, they will understand it, and you can learn together from your closest upline, from the closest person you work with. So what I would recommend is you to invite them to an Instagram group with this person. So let's say you and me working super close together now. What you can do, invite me and this person to Instagram group where you send in a voice message, you edify me, and you promote me a little bit, and then you introduce this guest, and then I will share my story in this group, and I will start to get connected with this person, and then we can together invite them to a webinar. I can give the invite to the webinar for them. So the only thing you do is introduce me to them. I then do the work for you. I invite them to the webinar we have on Wednesdays. I invite them to the call. I make sure we schedule follow-up call after that webinar together with them. So we jump on and we help that person get started together. So the only thing you need to do as a new person is to connect me with them, and I will do the work for you. And then, of course, another task you need to do is to take the daily tap the trades. You need to be a product of the product. You need to use the system. So it's super, super important. So yeah, of course, plugging the team into the system. You need to use our AkashX member.com website, where we have all the trading fast starts, and we will also improve this website even more. We will add more things to this website to make sure it becomes even better. And then, of course, add them to the Telegram groups and make sure they have clear structure on their Telegram. They have clear understanding of everything they should do on these groups and what each and every group is made for. Everything you need to win is already structured. Literally, everything you need is already structured. Just follow the simple steps. And that's also why I love network marketing so much, because people don't need to reinvent the wheel again, because we have already created everything. I've been here for 5 years now. Can you imagine how many times I failed, or Michael failed, or Philip failed, or Sebastian, or David, or whoever? Can you imagine how many times we failed? So we can now teach the mistakes we already did, so you don't need to do the same. When I got started, I didn't have a tap to trade. I didn't have this incredible website as AkashX. I didn't have anything working this great, and I was still able to manage to build a business of 150 plus people in my first 5 months without any pre-experience. So if I could do it back then, there's no reason why you couldn't do even bigger business now your first 5 or 6 months. Because we have better system, better trading results, better educators, better leadership. Like literally everything is better now. You just need to follow the plan and work close to the fire. Of course, then you need to schedule the next check-in. So I would say within 72 hours, you need to have another call with them. And why is it so important to have these calls with them? First of all, you need to get to know the people you work with. To be able to build a successful people with anyone, you need to build friendship. It will be really few times you will build a massive business with someone you don't even know. So you need to get to know these people. You need to show that you care about them. You need to build up this friendship and this trust level between you guys, because the chance of they calling you every single day, it's not that big. Most people will not take that step. Even if you should be the one that calling the people every single day, most will not do it. So you need to build a trust so they feel comfortable enough so they can start to call you, so they can start to ask you the questions. And you need to build that relationship. So always make sure that you schedule the next time with these people so they feel helped, they feel trusted, and you can be there adjusting anything that needs to be adjusted, whatever it is. Some common onboarding mistakes people do is they overload with information too soon, so they do everything too quick. Take it step by step. Don't stress the new people too much, so they get overwhelmed and get confused and don't know what to do. So step by step. They have unclear or vague action steps, so they don't have a clear structure or a clear plan with the people, so they don't know again what to do. Lack of follow-up after initial call. So I know some people just get them started and then hope next month they will reactivate the package. That will also not work. Or they give a clear solutions provided for each mistake. But I think you should always ask the right questions and get them to learn from the situation they were just in. If they blew their account or if they lost some trades, what happened? What do you think you could have changed? What do you think you could have done different to end up with another results? Because most of the times they will know the mistakes they do without you needing to tell them by you just asking the right questions. And use testimonials early because it's helped to boost the confidence of the new people. So for example, check in Josh's results. He made 5% his first week using Tap to Trade. Let's create similar story for you. And this can inspire them and boost their confidence of taking more action, of want to do more things to really be able to go out there and crush this. So early results matter. It's super, super important to help them create the wins as quick as possible. Because imagine for yourself, you would just do education for 6 months straight, not taking any trades, not winning any trades, not doing anything, not signing anyone up your first 6 months in net marketing. Do you think that would be more fun? Or would it be more fun to your first week, already connect to Tap to Trade, make your first profit, or connect a live account, do your first mini withdrawal, or enrolling your first person? Like, what would feel the best for you? Of course, to see their results quicker, it would make them see the bigger picture way faster. They would feel more confident in the product. They would be more excited to go out there and share this. This is one of the key things that you can do, is to really make sure the first days that you help them win. Because the chance of them staying the next 6 months by just winning directly is way, way bigger than them just floating around the first 30 days. So make sure you work hard to help them win. The quicker, the better. So handling early frustrations is also something super important you need to be able to overcome, because yes, people will blow accounts. Yes, people will be frustrated. Yes, people will lose trades. They will maybe complain about an educator. They will maybe do this, or they will complain that no one answered their DMs, or no one wanna join their business. You know, all these things is normal. You need to make them understand that it's normal to feel a bit unsure first. It's normal that everyone feel this type of way, and you need to help them overcome this by getting them to understand they are not alone. You've also been there before. Or given a testimonial, for example, Sarah almost quit on day 5, but after a bit better guidance and more help and kept the head high, she enrolled 3 people in her first 48 hours. Or she now was able to come back from her drawdown to be positive on her account again. You need to be able to overcome this thing and make them understand. It's not just an up, 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 up. It will be up with downs, up with downs, up with downs. But it's just important that you create higher lows instead of lower lows, you know, so that the next low is higher than the previous low, you know. So you always help them overcome the situations and make sure that you really show that you care about them and you are there guiding them through these situations. So, and then super important with duplication from day one, teach new members to immediately duplicate these onboarding steps that you've been duplicating now, and really give them clear instructions that you will be there guiding them with all these steps. When they are onboarding someone, you will be there helping them. You will literally be their right or left hand through the entire process. So key. And remember, keep it really stupid. Keep it super simple. Keep it stupid simple. Something I've been having as a mantra for the last years, but it's working so well, because simple onboarding really equals scalable success. So it's one super important topic. And it really helped my team and organization grow so quick when we made everything more clear and everything more simple. So something you will see now when you just do this mindset perspective and this perspective change with the inviting, you will see that your newest member will be comfortable inviting people their third day, you know, just by you switching the perspective and making them understand how leverage works. And one perspective I always share with people, let's say you want to fix your hair. Do you go to the hairdresser or the car mechanic? The hairdresser, of course. If you're going to fix your car, do you go to the car mechanic or the hairdresser? Of course, the car mechanic. So in these areas of life, we're always taking the logical decisions. But when it comes to business and success, a lot of us listen to people that don't have the result we want. A lot of us listening to parents, a lot of us listening to friends and other family members that don't have the life we want. So always ask yourself, the person you're listening to, do they have the results that you want? Have they the freedom that you want? Have they the income that you want? Have they the income through the same way that you want? Just because you choose to not listen to your parents, for example, when it comes to building the business because they say it's a scam or they say it's a pyramid scheme or whatever, doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means that you have understanding and you understand that they are humans. They are not born on the same year as you, so they haven't been through the same things. Most of our parents didn't even have a smartphone when they grew up, you know? Life changed quick. So it's important for us to choose who are we listening to. So in example of net marketing, when you want to succeed with net marketing and make money online for trading and things, is it better to listen to Michael or Joey or Matthew, or is it better to listen to your friends that still live at their parents' house and haven't achieved anything special yet? I think it makes sense, right? Just a perspective I wanted to put in there and add because I know it's how important it is. And tracking early progress. Super, super important. Track the progress of your new members and help them track it themselves also. So track invite sends, calls completed, new enrollments, trades taken, and really help them go through all of these things and use, for example, a Google Sheets for structure to help organize everything and track everything, because whatever you track grows. So it's super important that you are able to go out there and track things. Recommended onboarding tools and resources. So of course, the AkashX playlist or the AkashX website, my YouTube playlist that I'm currently recording that you are watching right now, also something that would help building the business a lot. The PDF guides that I have linked under the YouTube videos can also help you build a lot of basic knowledge and everything. And then of course we have the WhatsApp accountability group or our business group on WhatsApp for everyone that want to go out there and build. Then we have some book recommendations. Building an Empire, really great network marketing book to really learn the basics and understand the basics in another perspective. Go Pro, as I mentioned multiple times before, great network marketing book. And Atomic Habits, a really, really great book to be able to create simple, consistent, and action steps to really go out there and crush it for yourself. Some action steps you should go out there and really crush is use the onboarding calls with your next free enrollments. Make sure they're going through this step-by-step onboarding process. Track their progress clearly and share it in the group, and really promote and celebrate your team members in the chat. Remember, celebrate others as you want to be celebrated. Help celebrate your newest members, their first business partner when they are in the business group. Celebrate their first trade in the Europe chat. You know, celebrate all the small things and help them feel seen, help them feel pushed, excited, motivated by people celebrating them. So it's your job to make them feel this positive, exciting way. So really go out there, expose them in the group, show how good they are, and they will feel more good than ever, and they will go out there and do the same things that you're lifting up and promoting and celebrating for them. So if you're celebrating in a group and they see a response of 5, 10, 15 different people celebrating their first business partner, trust me, they will be more excited to go out there and sign the next business partner. That's how you create these habits of really wins and wins and wins and wins. Habits of success, habits of wins. So you can create this environment for them, this really winning environment that empowers positive actions. And then, yes, the last inspirational closing, how you onboard people really determines a long-term success. Something I want to remind you on again, is super, super important for the long-term success in this industry. Clearly reinforce simplicity, consistency, and duplication. That's something also super, super important that will simplify their journey. And then your legacy is built one successful onboarding at a time. And it really is that, like, a lot of things could change and improve in your business by you just taking this a bit more serious and treating it more like a business. Remember, if you treat it like a business, you get business results. If you treat it like a hobby, you get hobby results. So now it's your sign to really go out there, treat this like a business, and trust me, when you apply these things, a lot of things will change in your life. And once again, see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And I will say peace out, much love, and ciao, ciao.